singer dishing all about the alleged entanglement on John Mayer's SiriusXM show, How's Life?
I'm always gauging whether or not it's worth talking about the details in these situations, but like, for instance, being with someone 2 days before seeing your ex and communicating 2 days before that you're going to go hang out with your ex.
Shawn Mendes seemingly addressing his rumored love triangle with Sabrina Carpenter and Camila Cabello.
Sabrina Carpenter just fired shots, and someone's in the crosshairs. Fans are scrambling to decode the lyrics, but forget the Barry Keoghan theories. Here's where the truth hits hard. All signs point to Shawn Mendes. She didn't just drop a song, she lit a fuse. And it gets even messier. I'm telling you, this sounds like Shawn Mendes. But first, let's rewind the drama. Sabrina met Barry Keoghan back in September 2023 at Paris Fashion Week. Just 3 months later, they were already being spotted together in LA, sparking rumors fast. Their vibe was chill, but not hidden. Paparazzi caught enough to keep the internet buzzing. But that's just the beginning. Barry started showing up everywhere Sabrina went. He backed her at the ERAS tour. He hit the Grammys after party. He was even at the Met Gala with her. Well, kind of. They posed at the end of the carpet, and people went nuts. And then came the Please, Please, Please music video. And that's when everything exploded. People couldn't believe it. Sabrina had literally put her boyfriend in the video, and fans lost their minds. Everyone was obsessed. They were called the cutest, unexpected couple of the year. But this next twist? Game-changing. By the end of 2024, it was over. Quiet. No drama, just done. And by then, Sabrina was everywhere. Her career had gone nuclear. She wasn't just rising, she was dominating. Now here's where it gets insane. She had the espresso summer, and the world couldn't get enough.
Sabrina Carpenter calling out Barry Keoghan, at least that's what the internet thinks, but honestly, I think it's Shawn Mendes she's really calling out, and we're gonna get into all of that. Plus,
as for what Shawn could be referring to, well, Shamila broke up in 2021, but they were spotted locking lips again at Coachella last year.
Oh my God, like we're kissing now.
Camila even wrote lyrics alluding to her weekend with Shawn at the music festival in her track, June Gloom, sharing this version of the song at the time.
Are you coming to Coachella? If you don't, it's whatever. If you do, honey, it'll be all I think about.
Sabrina was everywhere. TikTok, Billboard, every playlist you could imagine. It was the biggest spotlight of her career. But it didn't stop there. Barry was blowing up too. His schedule was packed, and with both of them chasing success, the spark just faded. No scandal, just distance. But then came June 2025. Sabrina dropped a brand new single called Man-Child, and the internet immediately started connecting dots. Was it about Barry? Was she calling him out? Just wait until you hear this part. With the summer anthem crown still up for grabs, fans were dying for another espresso-level banger. People were screaming, Sabrina's about to save the summer again. But this next part? Straight up wild. Fans couldn't figure out if Man-Child was a leftover from the short and sweet era or a whole new chapter. Some thought it came too fast. Others hoped it meant a full album was on the way. The theories were non-stop. But here's where the mask falls off. Sabrina's done this before, random singles with no album attached. And yep, Man-Child followed that same pattern. Just one track, one message, and one very obvious target. And then came the bombshell.
I think all of us were really interested to see the Sabrina, Camila, Shawn performances tonight at the VMAs. And first of all, the fact they put Shawn Mendes right after Sabrina was so funny to me. But why are they giving Taste music video IRL in this photo? Like, Sabrina is in a full white outfit with Camila in the full black outfit, giving like the Jenna Ortega character, and then Shawn Mendes as like the love interest guy. I'm sorry, but like the juxtaposition between these two was like very apparent in the Taste music video, and then this being like the real life love triangle, but also having that is so wild. But I also do need to say all of them killed their performances. I was so impressed by all of them. Like, Sabrina ate that mashup up with the choreo, the coming down on the diamond. Camila did such a good job with the June Gloom in the beginning. Cut off the laptop with her blonde hair to reveal her new brunette hair, amazing. And Shawn also had a great performance. Singing live, he sounded great, but I had to point out that the taste in real life is real, and it's there, and it's so funny.
It sounded like a short and sweet leftover, but with claws. Same dreamy vibe, totally different bite. And the rollout? Savage. Sabrina didn't tease, she attacked. Billboards exploded across cities. One read, "I swear they choose me." I'm not choosing them. Another? Just 2 words. "Hey man." That's all it took. It spirals from here. Fans went feral. One even joked, "Barry is a dead man walking alive." People pointed fingers instantly. But when the track actually dropped, here's where it gets insane. Because listening closely, it doesn't feel like it's about Barry. Not really. And if it is, then wow, that's ice cold. But this next part, game-changing. Because what if Man-Child isn't about Barry at all? What if the real target is someone else? Someone with way more baggage? What if the song is aimed at Shawn Mendes? Think about it. There's a stormy timeline here, and it loops in Camila Cabello. That's not drama, that's a full-blown triangle, and it gets darker from here. Shawn and Sabrina were first linked in early 2023, caught together in LA. Dating rumors? Instant. But a few months later, boom, Shawn's kissing Camila at Coachella, back with the ex, just like that. That's when everything unraveled. Sabrina didn't clap back directly, but her music did the talking. In 2024, she dropped tracks like Coincidence and Dumb and Poetic, and fans started whispering. These weren't just love songs, the drama only gets deeper. Now fans are convinced, this one hits different, and it hits Shawn Mendes hard.
So last night at the VMAs, Sabrina Carpenter performed her song Taste in front of Shawn Mendes and Camila Cabello. A lot of people find it funny and are making jokes about it, and here's why. Sabrina's song Taste has been widely speculated to be about her brief relationship with Shawn Mendes and how he reportedly left her to go back to Camila Cabello. Shawn and Camila first dated from 2019 to November 2021. Then in February 2023, people thought Sabrina and Shawn were dating because they were spotted in public a few times. And sources even confirmed to Entertainment Tonight that they were dating each other. But then, a month later, he was seen at Coachella kissing Camila. And then they stayed together until June 2023. Anyways, fans have speculated that multiple songs off of Sabrina's album Short and Sweet are about her brief romance with Shawn Mendes. And most specifically Taste, because the lyrics to the chorus are, "I heard you're back together, and if that's true, you'll just have to taste me when he's kissing you." So that's why a lot of people found it funny when they realized that both Shawn and Camila were in the audience when Sabrina was performing the song.
In Man-Child, Sabrina sings, "You said your phone was broken, just forgot to charge it." In Coincidence? What a surprise, your phone just died. Now here's where the truth hits hard. That's not coincidence, that's a pattern, a lie on loop, and it's screaming Shawn. Then it gets even more savage. In Man-Child, she says, "Why so sexy if so dumb?" In Dumb and Poetic, she called someone so dumb and poetic. But this next part, straight up wild. These aren't random jabs, they're lyrical fingerprints. It's like Sabrina's dropping clues, daring fans to put the pieces together. And that's when the tables turned. Turns out, Sabrina confirmed Man-Child was written right after she rapped Short and Sweet. She said it herself. Just another Tuesday with Amy and Jack, except she called it the best random Tuesday of her life. Just wait until you hear this part. She described the track as the soundtrack to her own chaos, a mix of fun, confusion, and heartbreak. It wasn't just a diss, it was the end of an entire era, and it goes completely off the rails now. Sabrina called it loving eye-roll energy, a song made for screaming out of a car window in the middle of summer. Her exact words? Stick your head out the window and scream it all summer long. But right when fans thought it was all nostalgia and healing, then everything changed.
No wonder Sabrina Carpenter used a highly controversial photo as the cover of her new album, and no one realized that it was the most revenge on Barry Keoghan. Firstly, the album cover was created by Sabrina in collaboration with renowned photographer Petra Collins. She stated in Interview magazine that the hair being pulled posture in the picture is not simply a provocation, but is used to satirize the power imbalance in emotional relationships. What she wants to explore is how the outside world misunderstands women's expressiveness and initiative. Secondly, this image is also seen as a counterattack against ex-boyfriend Barry Keoghan.
Right after thanking fans for listening, Sabrina left them shook with just 6 words. "Thank you, men, for testing me." That wasn't a joke. That was a message. Brace yourself for this one. The track was live, the video was scheduled, and the clues lined up like dominoes. This wasn't just a catchy song, it was a breakup grenade, and the target was clear, Shawn Mendes. And here's where it really explodes. Look at the timing. Man-Child was written right after Sabrina finished Short and Sweet. And back then, she was still with Barry. So why would she take shots at him? She wouldn't, unless something awful happened. But nothing did. No scandal, no drama, just silence. So the shade must have been for someone else. But this next lyric, it changes everything. Sabrina sings, "Why so sexy if so dumb? How you survived the earth so long? If I'm not there, it won't get done. I choose to blame your mom."
Do you like this one? Oh my god, she's doing the Eiffel Tower with 2 of her dancers! I love it! Well, if you like that, you're gonna love my new album cover. Do you like it? Yes, but why don't you just release a bar of soap with your bathwater, you giant disappointment of feminism? You were just at my show, it's a bit. Do you not get the bit? Oh, I get the bit. I get the bit. Oh, honey, I don't think you do. Well, if the album title, Man's Best Friend, doesn't explain it, then yes, because my lyrics are so supportive of men.
2 days before going to hang out with my ex, express I'm gonna go hang out with my ex because I have unresolved feelings. Maybe instead of 2 days, it could have been 2 weeks.
Here's where the mask falls off. That line hits deep, but it doesn't fit Barry. Not at all. Barry lost his mom when he was just a kid. So that lyric, that would be cruel, way too personal. Fans caught that immediately. If this was about Barry, Sabrina would have crossed a line, but she didn't. Because that line wasn't for him, it was for Shawn. And that changes everything. It confirms what fans already suspected. Man-Child wasn't a soft goodbye, it was a roast. Case closed. But things were about to explode. Sabrina didn't just launch a single, she reignited the entire Song of the Summer War. Hype was sky high. Fans expected another espresso-level anthem. But then came the backlash, and that's when the tables turned. Some said Man-Child sounded too familiar, like a short and sweet B-side. Too similar, too chill, not bold enough. But when you realize it was written during that era, it makes sense. The tone, the style, the lyrics, they all match. It wasn't made to win the charts, it was meant to end a chapter. Now here's where it gets insane. As Man-Child caused chaos, other artists stepped up. Phineas and Ash's new band, The Favors, dropped Little Mess You Made, and it's quietly catching fire. Some are calling it a dark horse, but this next twist? Game-changing. All eyes are shifting to Lorde. Rumors say a brand new album is incoming. If true, she could shut this whole thing down. The real chaos starts here. Because while Sabrina may have ended her personal story with Man-Child, the war for Song of the Summer, just getting started.